Welcome to Back of the Gravel Pack. If this is your first visit, we focus on gravel cycling and bikepacking events, experiences, and equipment, but from the perspective of those at the back, where the days tend to be a bit longer and finishing is as much a product of will and determination as fitness. A place where, in my opinion, some of the most inspiring efforts and stories can be found. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about something I did this weekend. So, after an extended period of time searching, probably about the last year or so, in the worst time to try and buy a bike, maybe ever, I found what I think is going to be my next gravel bike. This is a Surly Midnight Special frame in periwinkle blue sparkle. It's a size 60 centimeter. And it's what Surly calls a Road Plus bike. It has road-like geometry, but fits those thick gravel tires most folks demand these days. Clearance is approximately 2.4 inch for 650B tires and 42 or 43 millimeters for 700Cs. The geometry of the bike suggests it should probably be responsive and snappy. It has a relatively short chainstay at 425 and a mid-trail number of 58.7. If you're interested in those numbers and what they mean, I would suggest checking out what Russ has to say on the Path Less Pedaled channel. So the question is, what's the build going to look like on this bike? That's a great question. I'm sure, as you're aware, finding bike components right now is like finding precious metals in your backyard. Good luck. Initially, my thoughts are that I'm going to try and keep the build relatively light. The frame does come with a steel fork, but I think I may be looking to go the direction of a carbon fork, carbon bars, carbon seat post. I think what we'll be looking at as far as drivetrain is concerned is swapping things over from my All-City Gorilla Monsoon. So that's going to be SRAM Apex 1x. For brakes on this bike, I'm going to purchase a pair of Yokozuna Ultimo hybrid brakes, which is the same brake I have on my Gorilla Monsoon. However, this Midnight Special is a flat mount bike, and that bike is post mount, so I'll be purchasing some new brakes for it. Lots of things still to be determined, but I think that's the direction I'm going. But I'd be happy to hear thoughts, comments, and suggestions from those that are watching on how you think this bike should get built out. I think it's going to make a great winter project, and I'm hoping to have this done for some of the events early in 2022. With some lighter components in this frame, it seems pretty realistic based on other builds I've seen to keep the weight in the low 20s, which is what I'm shooting for, 22 pounds or so. One thing I haven't decided on is what I'm going to do for wheels for this bike. I do have a great pair of Thesis 650B wheels that I'm using for my All-City right now that I could swap those in right away. I also have a pair of Bontrager alloy wheels that are 700C, as well as the wheels I have on my Checkpoint right now, which are carbon 700C wheels. So initially I was thinking of going 700C for this setup, but going to spend some time thinking about that, trying out each set of wheels and see which ones I prefer on this bike. What I'm thinking or hoping is that this will be a good steel gravel race event bike for me for 2022. And with that, thanks for watching Back of the Gravel Pack this week. Again, don't forget to provide your comments below on how you think I should build this bike out. You can look forward to future shows, including potentially a Rafa Festive 500 attempt, a wrap-up of 2021 events, and something about the schedule for 2022. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next episode, which hopefully this thing is more than just a bare frame.